The Hayward Fault Awakens. Is the big one finally coming? In the early hours of September 22nd, 2025, the Bay Area woke up to a subtle but alarming tremor. At first, it felt like a gentle shake, almost ignorable, but then came the rattling of windows, the clatter of objects, and the unmistakable sense that the Earth itself had shifted beneath our feet. A 4.3 magnitude earthquake had struck near Berkeley, shaking homes, streets, and nerves across the region. While no major injuries were reported, the quake served as a chilling reminder of a deeper, more ominous reality. The Hayward Fault is alive, and it's waiting. The Hayward Fault, California's hidden time bomb. Stretching over 74 miles through the East Bay, the Hayward Fault is often called the most dangerous fault in America. Unlike more famous faults, it runs directly beneath some of the Bay Area's most populated neighborhoods, including the University of California, Berkeley campus, Oakland, and Fremont. Its last major rupture, in 1868, leveled buildings and caused significant loss of life. Since then, it has remained eerily silent, but scientists warn that silence does not equal safety. Dr. Bob Erhammer, a leading seismologist at UC Berkeley, explains, the Hayward Fault accumulates stress at a rate of a few millimeters to a centimeter per year. While the recent 4.3 quake is minor, it is a clear reminder that the big one is not a question of if, but when. The fault's danger lies in its long dormancy. Stress builds underground, imperceptible to residents, until it is suddenly released in a massive quake. And when that happens, cities, roads, bridges, and lives will all be put to the test. The September 22nd tremor, a wake-up call. Though relatively moderate, the September 22nd earthquake was widely felt. From Berkeley to San Francisco, residents described startling moments of fear. One local recounted, "I was still in bed when it started. It felt like someone was shaking my bed. The shaking lasted several seconds, but it was enough to make me realize how unprepared I really am." Minor damages were reported. Windows cracked, books fell off shelves, and coffee cups shattered. But the quake was a wake-up call for a community living on a fault line that has been quietly gathering energy for over a century. The science behind the shaking. The Hayward Fault is a right lateral strike-slip fault, which means that the ground on one side moves horizontally past the other. While this movement is slow and imperceptible most of the time, it gradually accumulates stress. When that stress exceeds the strength of rocks along the fault, it releases suddenly as an earthquake. What makes the Hayward Fault particularly concerning is its location. Dense urban populations, schools, hospitals, and infrastructure lie directly on top of it. According to seismic studies, a major earthquake here could rival or even exceed the damage caused by the 1989 Loma Prieta quake. Why we must prepare now? Earthquakes cannot be predicted with precision, but preparation can save lives. Experts emphasize securing heavy furniture, retrofitting older buildings, creating family emergency plans, and assembling go-kits with water, food, and first aid supplies. An emergency preparedness expert shared. It's not about living in fear, it's about living with awareness. Earthquakes will happen. The question is whether we are ready when they do. Beyond physical preparation, the recent tremor reminds us of another urgent need: community awareness. Knowing evacuation routes, staying informed via alert systems, and supporting neighbors are critical components of resilience. The human